season 6.0 here in the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. This is the 6th season of the Nollywood Economic Outlook. Getting all the amazing speakers and resource persons here in this year conference. And the theme for this year is localization. Now you ask yourself, what is localization? But don't worry, we have lined up of speakers and amazing people that will bring justice to the topic we have at hand for today. Our features for this year, talking about our great keynote speakers, talking about exhibitions, talking about our fire chats here, talking about mini marathon here on this year's new conference. And you know what? TechTV, we got you covered, getting all the glitz and glam and the sight and sound of this year's conference. And this conference is brought to you courtesy of the Nollywood Mandate. Yes, you heard me. Don't forget to subscribe on TechTV because we are streaming this program live down to your TV screen. My name is still Michael Young. Let's go on a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get you all the sight and sound. Please stay with us.
My name is Kola Olojokosoko, the Chairman, Society of Nigerian Artists.
Yes, my name is Aisha Adomaugi, the Director General at the Center for Black and African Arts and Civilization, here representing the Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy.
My name is Jama Richard. I'm an actor and filmmaker. I'm president of Nollywood Creative Minds Forum.
I'm Professor Ali Moronkola, Director General, National Institute for Sports.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Tony Akbosheri, the veteran Nollywood actor and a filmmaker.
Actually, glocalization, when you first hear it, you think it's a mistake. You probably think it's globalization, but it's actually glocalization. It's basically talking about, having a kind of product that can sell locally and internationally. Basically, that's the layman's definition of it, something that can be sold locally and internationally. Well, I think packaging of our own movies has to start with the writers. The writers need to start writing the kinds of stories that we can relate to and out there they can also relate to. So you write about topics that things that happen in Nigeria that can also happen in America, so that the movie can sell in Nigeria and also sell in America. For example, drug abuse. We know that something like drug abuse, if you base your premise of your story on drug abuse, you know that drug abuse is everywhere, it's all over the world. So you look for topics that have that substance that can make Nigeria buy the movie, the French country will buy it, America will buy it, and everybody will buy it. So you have basically glocalized your story. So when we shoot it, because now you are writer, now you be the beginning of the whole journey. So when you write it that way, we will also shoot it that way. And so our movies will be able to break through worldwide, basically.
I mean, it's actually no news that the indigenous moves by Nigerian filmmakers is fast becoming like what you would refer to as the most international appeal, right? So we are pretty much now exporting our own stories, and it's doing the magic. So glocalization will pretty much go a step further to ensure that our indigenous contents are properly propagated, well juiced, and efficiently showcased.
It is all about your identity. Your culture determines your identity, and whatsoever you put on, your disposition and your courage tells people who you are and where you come from. It is all about national identity and self-identity. When you understand your culture, when you understand where you are coming from, that is when you will be able to communicate to the outside world. I want you to look at the Nollywood, I want you to look at the Bollywood, I want you to look at even these, how would you call it now, the Korean people now. You'll see that all their setup and everything revolves around their culture. So if we are talking about localization, we have to localize what we have so that we can sell it to international community for them to understand where we are coming from?
Well, I think it's very self-explanatory. I think it is trying to merge globalization and local content, so that's what I think it is. I think that's what we're discussing here today. We need to, as much as we keep saying that there's financial constraints, we can be a little more intentional about the content we put out. And then I'm sure that we also need to promote our culture, put a positive slant on the stories we tell. Try to be Nigerian. Nollywood is doing a lot for the country, for the image of the country, so it will do us good if we put a positive slant on the stories that we export.
Well, it is how to ensure that Nollywood is projects beyond the shore of Nigeria, and that all the activities are more technology driven so that it can enter into world space beyond the local environment. And so everybody should be able to contribute to its content creation and also as consumers.
Localization, be yourself in this country to start with. Let us not look international. Let's look inwards. Let's look at what we can produce, and let's cherish what we produce. Let's cherish our culture. Let's cherish our filmmaking. That is looking inwardly. Your story should actually cover who you are, what you are, and the kind of the thing you produce. I think that is the localization. I must commend the convener, that is Don Pedro. He does this every year. I think this will be about the 6th edition, if I'm not making a mistake. And each time, you see, it's not just necessarily you must do a film festival to cover everybody, but then this Nollywood economic outlook, Don Pedro does it every year, and he will bring in people, good people who are into movie making. They lecture and they talk about, bring government body, mix them together with the practitioners. We talk, how can we go forward? How can we touch the lives of these filmmakers? How can we give a good story? How do we generate money? He does this every day, which of course more or less is like you're holding a master classes. So I really cherish what he's doing. And this year, especially when you talk about localization, let's look inward. Let's talk about ourselves. Yeah.
So we're making local global. I think that's one of the most important aspects that we have an initiative within this ministry, to ensure that whatever is happening within the creative and cultural sector is boosted on the global stage. Nollywood sector is already on the global stage. It's a large contributor to job creation, and we've seen the effort of producers and filmmakers that are making Nigeria look good to the rest of the world. Nollywood has been a soft power for Nigeria. It has opened up doors of communication with other countries. People who had never had any connection to Nigeria are able to know about Nigeria and learn about us through the Nollywood industry. So I'm really glad that the name of this event is even the Nollywood Economic Outlook. Most of the time we tend to focus on the creative side, on the creation, and not necessarily the business of it. And I'm glad to see that the Nollywood sector is taking charge to say, come, let's sit down together and come up with solutions for ourselves first, right? And we here as a Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, we are here to support in building the policies that will support and ensure that they move, right? And there's nothing better than having data and research and information from the stakeholders themselves.
Lastly, please, what do you have to say about the organizers of this great platform?
Well, it's been great. I've met some Nollywood greats. I've met some Nollywood greats here that I have been watching since I was a child. And so I'm very happy to see they are still within the sector and they're supporting the younger ones to grow.
Dear Well, it's been a great word today here on the first day of new season 6.0 here in the heart of Lagos. You heard the resource persons, the speakers, and all the guests that came in for the first day of this great conference. And please subscribe on our YouTube channel, very, very important, on Tech TV. My name is Michael Young. Have a wonderful day and thanks for watching.